mic.
man.
Put it on the mic. You on the mic right now, Mar?
Well, I'm on speaker.
Yeah, you on speaker, and I got you on the mic.
Who on speaker for?
It's just us. We on set of the show. It's me, Goop, Steph, AJ, Jamel.
Oh, that's crazy. yo, y'all gotta shoot me a video, man. You gotta send me a video of that. I gotta see everybody, man. I ain't seen everybody in years. That's a fact.
Yeah.
And I still got that. I got that picture of everybody when we took that Proctor picture too. I still got that too. That's a fact.
That's crazy.
He know.
Yo, that's crazy. What's up with everybody, man? That's what's up. Who this?
That's Steph.
That's Steph?
What up,
my son Steph. That voice in a minute. Word. That's a fact, man. How everybody doing though, man? Yo, y'all know I come home in January too, right?
So we having a big party, bro.
Yeah, we gonna have a party for you.
Man,
Man, I hope so. I'm gonna hold y'all to that, man. You know, when I was my last phone was a sidekick out there, so I got That's a fact. My TV still had an ass in the back when I left.
Yo,
That's a fact, man. I can't wait to get back out there, man. There's so much I want to see when I get out there. You don't even know.
yeah, man. We already know.
Or this is my 14th year right here.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Tell me about it, man. But I just been trying to be easy, man. Just take one day at a time. Walk these days down, man.
Still
Work out and everything. I done gained some weight. I'm 245 now. Solid, though. I work out every day.
You still dunking though, right?
Yeah, not no tricks or nothing. I could probably just do like a one hand, two hand, but I can't do all that.
One hand, two hands, something like.
Now I could dunk still, but I can't. I can still do backflips and everything.
That's crazy.
Yeah, hell yeah.
My one rep max on the bench is 405.
That's it.
That's it. That's heavy to me.
405, come on now. 405.
405 is crazy. Word.
Yeah, I'm gonna work my way up. I'm trying to look like the young Mr. Savage when I come home.
Mr. Savage was just in here too.
Oh, word?
Yeah, he don't want to let us in here. We at Proctor right now.
Oh man, I wish I could have called him, man.
Yeah, he just left and went somewhere. Yeah.
Who all supposed to be showing up?
It was supposed to be most of the team, but I don't know where these niggas at.
What?
Yeah.
You said Gook there too?
Yeah.
What up, Ma?
What's up, Gooka? Yo, you remember that? I don't know if you remember. I was talking to Georgia on the phone, right? Because she been coming to see me a lot and all that. But I told her, I said, yo, remember that one day where I think Wes had Goop with a snowball at Donovan, and then Georgia threw Wes in the snow. And he was like, don't touch me, I'm gonna fucking shoot your ass, bitch.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up. That's crazy. Yeah, that's one of my earliest memories of Wes ever.
Yo, I still remember that. Yo, I never forget that day, man. That was a classic moment.
Yeah, man. We were waiting for the sports
bus.
bus.
We was playing for Jerusalem at the time, I think.
Yo, they probably had practice.
Word.
Yeah, we were at Donovan. We were waiting for the sports bus.
Yeah, wait for the sports bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, cause we practice at Loretto.
Yeah.
Grab the mic, Goop.
Yeah, that's a fact. Yo, you know what's crazy, bro? That's how we really grew up with each other, though. Like, even from middle school to high school, and still stayed in contact with. You know what this kind of remind me of? Remember that movie Uncle Drew? How everybody got back together?
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yeah, man.
Yo, that's
Oh, that's funny.
Man, that's wild. Yeah, waiting for the sports bus. I remember that like it was yesterday. I was just thinking about that yesterday.
That's
On and
crazy.
off the court, I still feel like y'all my family. You heard? Like,
Yo, that's love, bro.
like
100%.
At the end of the day, like, if anybody ever need me, I'll be there, man. Cause felt like a family, like brothers I never had before. You know what I'm saying? And even off the court, I still feel like y'all family. Word.
We miss you, man.
I never felt that close to somebody, a whole team. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody, though, not just y'all, everybody. You know what I'm saying? AJ, Julian, Steph, Goop, you know what I'm saying? Mike, you know what I'm saying? Wes, everybody, Hack, Dre, everybody, man. You know what I'm saying? I love everybody, man. I feel like y'all family to me, and that's gonna go to the grave with me.
Word.
Yeah,
That's real.
absolutely.
Word. But yo, we about to.
Like, I really,
Yeah, you heard? We about to start this show. The rest of this show. You hit me back tomorrow. Call me tomorrow.
Love you, Ma. I miss you, man.
Yeah, we love you, Ma.
All right.
I love y'all, man.
I love you too, bro.
We love you back, bro.
Super.
Shoot.
Microwave.
Yo.
All right.
Yeah, Ma.
That was what's up.
Word.
Damn,
That's
I
what's
haven't
up.
heard his voice in ages.
They tried to tell me that you never gonna be true.
Yo. We here. I say this every show, but we here. It's 2VPOV, Two Brothers Point of View podcast. We got one half of the podcast here today. Jeff couldn't make it. Shout out to Jeff. Shout out to Jeffrey Downtown. What is it? Jeffrey Downtown
Brown.
Jeffrey Brown. That was his basketball name. We here at the alma mater. We at Proctor High School. You know, most of the team was supposed to be here, but this is all we got gathered here today. But before I introduce the guests that we got on the show, I'm gonna introduce the podcast. I'm one half of 2BPOV, Two Brothers Point of View podcast, Ed Blackshear. And then my other half, Jeffy Brown. He not here right now, but I'm gonna hold it down today. And everybody else, introduce yourself.
What's up, y'all? I'm Stefan Nemechek, part of the 06 Proctor Basketball Team,
Yeah.
along with these lovely fellas I'm with right now. Missing a little bit of the squad, but hopefully we can do like a part two
Yeah, we're
someday.
gonna
We're
have
going
to.
to get more people here.
You're gonna have to.
But I'm Stefan Nemechek.
It's your boy Jamal. Here for the 06 and 07. 06 and 07. Special team coach, you know what I'm saying? We here. I'm glad to be here.
What's going on, guys? Brian Guka here, number 44. Always, don't forget it. Just a pleasure to be here with the boys. Can't wait to do part two and get everybody together, man.
Yeah, for sure. It's AJ. I've been on the show a couple times. Good? Been on the show a couple times, but yeah, we here. Best
Yeah.
team. Best
Yeah.
team to ever play in this school.
Yeah, that's the reason why we're
Facts,
here right
facts.
now. You know, this is part of the 2000. If you ain't from Utica, if you're from Utica, this is part of the 2006 Proctor boys basketball team. We won the chip 2006, first section chip in 40 years. We broke the streak of not winning. Yeah, 1966 was the last time they won a Section 3 championship before we won it. And then after us, a bunch of teams won.
Yeah, we led the way.
You know, but we sparked it, we let it off. But, you know, we here to, talk about that year a little bit. Talk about that year and talk about, like, just our team in general. That we all together. We all usually talk about this together anyways. We always used to talk about this together anyways when we just chatting over the years, you know what I mean? But, just want to go through and just talk about, like, how we all got together, really. Like, my man Steph, I met Steph in, like, second grade. We played, actually, not here, it was Donovan, middle school. We played ball handling team as kids, and then from there, we just grew up together. We just been brothers ever since then. My man Goop, Gook, same thing. Gook, was you in the ball handling too?
Yeah,
At
we
one
did. We
point?
did the junior Raiders
Yeah,
together.
we did the Junior Raiders, and then we played middle school basketball together too as well. And then my man over here from Grove Place, from Grove Place, you know what I mean, Cosmo, played against each other a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, Dick Miller.
From 5th grade to 9th grade.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you were at JFK.
Oh, yeah, you was at JFK. Yeah.
Didn't we not lose a game at
Yeah.
Donovan or what? Never
Nah,
lost.
we never beat y'all.
Nah, we
No.
ain't lose no
We
games.
never beat y'all.
Nobody ever did.
Yeah.
7, 8, and 9. We never lost
Yeah,
a
never
game.
lost.
I don't think.
I still got the shirt.
I do too. It
I got
doesn't
this-
fit me, but I
Yeah.
got it.
I can't fit that shit either, but yeah, I still got it though. Yeah, and then Jamel grew up around Jamel too, as well, from like kids to adults, stuff like that. And then also Jamel was around like basically all the. When you become like a team manager, like
I think after situations that happened with JV, I ended up talking to Stan Boley and Coach Joseph, and I wanted to travel with the team for more experience after I got cut, because it was more for me to like have the experience, and it was one of the greatest experience to have fundamental basketball in my life. Like nobody has sat down, showed me how to what, not just drills, but learning to know how to do plays, triangles, just everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't have that. So just to see amongst the guys and like how I like just arise on the things that y'all was doing. So it was the most beautiful thing, emotional moments, being like, because I know, like, now once I had learned, this was the moment, like, okay, I love this right here.
yeah.
I love this right here.
Yeah, and Jamel was around all the, like for a while, he was around all like a lot of talent that came through here. Like your cousin Josh Wright that we had on the show early in the season. He was around that group, a lot of talent on that team. You know what I mean? Then he was around our team, and he's around the 07 team, which pretty much had like the same players. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's how we all came up. This group right here, a bunch of other people, Jeff as well. I grew up with Jeff from a kid to now. Same thing when Jeff was also on the 06 team. But yeah, how did y'all feel? How do y'all feel about that 06 team? How does everybody feel about that 06 team? Like in your heart. Me personally, I spark it off. That 06 team was literally like a family to me.
Yeah.
Like literally my man Mario, free Mario. We literally was like a brotherhood. That's why I wanted to say on this show, I feel like our team was the best team because we was the most together team. We was like the most family. Everybody else had a team with like individual great players that you'd be like, oh, yo, Ali Rogers was good. Josh Wright was good. Donius King was good. But we was like, nobody said 06 without saying everybody.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I almost feel like too was like when we were on the court together, I could literally close my eyes and know where you were gonna be, know where you were gonna be, know where you were gonna be, vice versa, and like didn't have to like think twice. I mean, sometimes we had to tell Mario where to go, but for the most part, you know what I'm saying?
That's a
It
fact.
was like I knew where the next person was gonna be without even two thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So like that was one thing I loved about this team was that like the camaraderie and togetherness and like on and off the court. Like we were, some teams you have people that are like, all right, whatever, I don't like you, but on the court we got to play together.
Yeah.
We had none of that here. Like we went to the
That's a
parties
fact.
together. We went
Yeah.
everywhere together. Like
Everywhere.
if you saw one of us, you saw all of us type situation. And like that's one thing I loved about this team from when we were this big until like us sitting here now until hopefully, like I said, if we do another one with everybody here. It's like you don't see somebody for years, and then you see them, but it feels like you just saw them yesterday.
Yeah, like
It's
you never skipped a beat.
Yeah, and like I don't know, just like the love and family we had on this team was is different. It was different, and like you really can't teach that or coach that, and that's why like I was so happy and proud to be like a part of this organization, this school, y'all friends to this day, like you know what I mean, and like it does mean a lot. And I talked to a bunch of people, always talk about Proctor basketball. Like, there's nothing that compares to that 06 team. That definitely not going to see it really around nowadays. It's different now.
Way different.
And I always tell people, too, I was like, our practices were 10 times harder
Yo,
than the actual
way harder than the game.
games.
Like practice was way harder than the
Conditioning
game.
was
I used to
wild.
walk into a game like, all right.
Hey, like we just gonna
whatever.
play today.
Yeah, we just hooping today.
All we doing today is playing.
I got
That's
you
it.
guarding me at practice. I'm like, damn.
Yo, it was different. That shit was different.
Come on, Ed, give me a break, bro.
Yeah, man. Like I literally feel like the talent that we was playing in practice was nothing. Like when we started, it was only like a few teams. I feel like that was like, all right, we about to actually play somebody that. Yeah, Corcoran, Henniger. It was like all right, we about to play Corcoran. You got
Yeah.
Robbie and Day and these guys.
Yeah.
We know what they got, but like yo, I'm playing against. I'm guarding Buddha full court.
Yeah, but
I'm guarding him full court. I'm guarding him full court. Jules, G full court. I'm like, all right, somebody go here and guard. Who they got? Like, who they got? Like, hey, that shit ain't nothing. It's ain't gonna be nothing more than what I play against every day. Like, I mean,
I feel like, son, y'all knew what time it was. I think after seeing what like Josh and them group went through, it molded y'all. Like it molded y'all differently. Like because just to see them go through the section finals and stuff like that, y'all came in with like, nah, we not this time.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like
especially after the
yeah.
junior year finish.
yeah,
Yeah, oh
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
I
Yeah.
could, like
yeah.
this team,
They had D1 athletes on that team too.
this team
Yeah.
was
And
like,
they were in other sports too, which is wild because I mean I don't remember all the details like that, but when I went back and read the articles,
Yeah.
a lot of these guys were going D1 in football. Like they had
yeah.
D1 linemen. One
The-
kid I
the
think
center.
from Central
Yeah, the
Square.
center.
Yeah,
He was
going
like
to
6. He was
Wisconsin.
like 6'8".
Went to Wisconsin.
Yeah,
and
went
went
to
to-
Wisconsin.
The guard went to Colgate.
Yeah, and it's crazy.
But that was every team we played.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so, to bring it back to what Ed was saying, what I feel like really set us apart from everybody else. The main thing to me, when I look at speaking on our junior year, when I look at that, we had 3 seniors on our team. We had
yeah.
Keon, and then we had Koss and
Dave
and
and
Polk.
Nate.
Dave Polk.
And Nate.
Oh yeah, Nate.
Nate.
Sorry, 4
And Nate.
seniors.
Oh, yeah, Koss.
4
You
seniors.
said Koss?
Yeah, he
Koss,
said
yeah,
Koss.
Koss,
Yep.
Dave, Nate, and Keon, who
Keon.
came back and joined us again. Which I mean, listen, Keon was a big part of our 06 team too.
He
yeah,
was. He was.
Yeah.
For a fact. For a fact.
But yeah, it was just crazy because I mean that was when you read the articles from our junior year, it was, man, what's this team gonna do? There's 10 underclass. They're starting 4 underclassmen.
Yeah, heck yeah.
What are they gonna do here? And then, we came out and did what we had to do. I think I don't want to say we outperformed how we should have, but I think we performed on par with kind of what our roster was coming into a full year of varsity basketball.
Mm-hmm.
And then I think our senior year is. We did exactly what we were supposed to do. So, and but when you spend that much time with people, because what a lot of things people probably don't realize either is, we essentially played 2 seasons together. We conditioned during football season, all of us, and then we played a full basketball season together too. So to bring it full circle, it was a family that we grew over. Years.
Yeah,
starting
we all
7th
played
grade all the way
AAU.
up.
We all played AAU together.
We played AAU together.
Yeah, the park in the summer, like literally.
Summer league, like it was.
Summer league
It was
too,
a year
yeah.
round.
It really
It was
I
a
forgot
year
about
round
Summer
thing,
League.
really.
Yeah. Man, I don't know what we got Jules in the house. Jules on the 06 team as well. Julie Bostic. But I don't know what other teams was doing. But this is literally what we keep saying it. I feel like it separates. Like when you talk about all-time Proctor teams, I don't know what the older teams was doing. Like when people talk about the older teams, like with Mr. Robert Evans, Eggert, and all those guys, like that era. Then you got Ali and those guys, and Will Smith
we
and all those
kinda-
guys. I don't know what
We
they
got
was
to
doing.
see those guys.
Yeah, we got to see
though.
those
Like if
guys.
you were coming to the games as a kid, you got to see Ali, you got
Yeah.
to see Josh, Marshall,
Rasheed
Rasheed.
Mathis,
Like
Alvin
we
Morrison.
grew up watching those guys,
Yeah.
so like I remember being young and saying I couldn't wait.
Yeah.
I couldn't wait to come here.
Yeah,
and play.
literally. 'Cause I used to be sitting behind a bench
Like
and all
when
that.
the door right there was the entrance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember being on JV, especially when Josh was playing, and like coming out at halftime, and just being like, oh damn.
Yeah, this joint was packed. This joint was packed.
This was gonna be like in a year or two. This shit.
Yeah.
I remember this place was hopping.
Yeah.
You couldn't, especially to our year. You had standing 3,
room only.
5, 6 deep
Yeah,
on the
same
track.
thing.
Yeah, man.
And that's why I say what separates our team is people was coming to the games to see certain people, but they was coming to the games. That's why I'd say we got the best team ever, because they was coming to the games to see everybody.
Everybody play.
Because like I remember, I seen what you call like maybe like a month or two ago, Coach Randall from New Hartford.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, dude was like, yo, our team was like just fun to watch. He was like, when I coached against you guys, he was like, yeah, you guys were just fun to just watch. And even if we were in the game with you guys, he just knew that at one point that there was gonna be like this switch that went off was like. It was
We
gonna
up
be
15
It was gonna
real
be a
quick.
wave in like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
He was like, yo, they having a
damn,
bad
now
game
we
in the
down
first
20.
half.
Right.
Yeah, they're like, don't.
Put Mario in the game,
Yeah.
scores 10
Yeah,
points.
that's literally what he said.
Especially-
Yeah.
Yeah.
We still had that
The
third
microwave.
quarter pull away.
Yeah, like out of
Every
nowhere.
game.
Yeah.
Every time. I told you guys, I just got done reading all the articles, and it was the same thing. Like, we would be down at like 5 at half or something, and then we'd come out, score the first 2 buckets, go on a 14-0 run. It was like clockwork. It was like everything. And, we weren't always down at half, but if we were, that third quarter was just go.
Yeah.
It was it.
It was down or up.
Right.
Warriors third quarter.
Yeah, every time.
Yeah.
Literally.
Literally, the third quarter
You
was
know,
crazy.
you know what was deadly too is I would not want to go against this. Is that 2-2-1 full
yes.
court
Yo,
press?
another thing why I say it separates is 'cause, like, yo, I was talking about this with my pops the other day. I was like, yo, we used to have a squad where you would have like you do, like we used to do that what's that, 1-2-2?
Yeah.
That 1-2-2 or whatever. Like you have Wes up there, you have me over there, Jeff over there, then you got DeAndre
Yeah,
back there, and you got Roster back
Mario
there.
running around
and
somewhere.
then you can switch people out. Then you can switch
Yeah.
people up. Like, all right, take Ed out, put Buddha in.
Yep. And
Take-
not lose a step.
Not lose the take Jeff out, put Jules in, or take Wes out, put Steph. We all played.
Like, no, because Buddha was already starting, right?
Yeah,
Buddha
but
was already starting.
like we had squads where you could just take take one person out.
There
and
was
we-
no
and-
drop off.
And
No.
shit not changing.
One
There was no
not
TA.
changing,
There
but
was
like
no
that.
drop off. Like it didn't matter who was in.
one.
I believe it was you. It was you, Mar. Shoot, they kept Dre and Rasta in. They had the time of their life with this shit. I mean, excuse me. But it was like you, Mar, Jeff, and Rasta and Dre. I feel like most of the times that Jeff didn't never really come out. But that was the back end. Like if y'all was down, that was then. That was them the different, like, for defense and to offense.
Yeah.
And then until,
Then if you want to switch
like
it
you
up,
said, when
then you
Myers
just throw
scored,
anybody in there.
Myers score and they get, and then like after he scored, them 10 points, timeout, and everybody come back.
Yeah, everybody come back. yeah, because like literally, yo, Mario, that shit was crazy with Mar. I really feel like Mar could have went D1 somewhere. Because I swear to
Oh, that's
God,
fact.
was wild.
this nigga
He's
used
one
to,
of the best athletes I've
this
ever
nigga used to
played
come in the
sport
game.
with in my entire
Yo,
life.
a
Yo.
quick 12-0
quick
run, 4
12
threes.
run, like, all right, like Mar
No-
brought the
and
game
there's no
on,
dribbles.
man.
The best
No
thing though is his
dribbles.
jump shot.
I could see the shot exactly. I could
that
see the
shit,
shot.
Yeah.
How you shoot like
no
that, bro?
dribbles.
No dribbles, all corner
Swinging
jump
it
shots.
around, he pulling up baseline.
All
Baseline
corner jump
3.
shots. Yeah. That's why I say what separates our team from everybody else is that we had so much different shit going on. Like you could name all these great players on these other teams, no disrespect to them, but we had a
And everyone everyone knew their role too. Like
Yeah.
everyone knew like, all right, I'm not out here to drop 40 tonight.
Yeah.
Like
and nobody cared if I wasn't in the game, like you would have your moments be like, yo, I should be in the game, or I know I should be in the game, or this person should be in the game. But like we still was on the bench like, yo, we gonna win some ways.
like, I feel like we were all here for the same
we all
thing.
here
We
for the
just
same
want to
shit. We
win.
want to ship.
Yeah, that's it.
Want to ship. If I don't get in now, I'm gonna bust your ass in practice. Like, you know what I mean? Like literally,
That's what I'm
literally
saying.
what it was.
The competition at practice, what I said, the competition at practice was so intense that like we
Yeah.
would walk into games and be like, this is light work right now.
Yeah, like crazy.
I feel like
Like-
we never we rarely scrimmaged
No,
in practice.
we didn't.
Rarely.
Yeah.
It was just
It was
like,
all like drilling us on like different things
The
to
only
do.
thing that felt scrimmage like was when they had us running the break.
run
yeah.
break
Yeah.
against the
And,
press and all that.
But
Yeah.
other than that, there was never. The only time we did was when we
We did like half
we
court.
scrimmaged the
yeah.
JV.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, but we used to play like literally. I feel like all of that shit got us ready because we played Josh Wright and those guys.
I
Christmas
think that was the
tournament.
best Christmas Eve game ever when we were sophomores and we played against Josh and them.
Yeah.
That was
See, I
that was
wasn't there for that.
That
Oh,
was
he wasn't there for that. Yeah, that was good. We went at it. We went
Yeah,
at
I
it.
was saying, it was
Mar got
close.
crazy that game.
yeah, that was close.
Yeah, he's freshman. He was on the team.
Yeah,
He was
that's the thing. I don't know. I felt like we
I think we might have
we
beat
were
them.
running with that.
Yeah,
like,
it was a close
That
game.
wasn't an issue.
Yeah, we just wasn't at that time. We wasn't as like
Yeah.
physical as them
Right,
at that time.
right.
Yeah, they were just bigger and faster than us, but like basketball wise, it was competitive.
Yeah, it was. Motherfuckers had me guarding Josh like I'm the same
I was guarding
size as
stick
him.
the whole time. I'm like, damn, man.
Stick
Nah,
is
I think
squirrely.
with that,
Yeah.
like I said, like this team was amazing because, but like with practice, y'all was really putting in work. Like before I started really coming up and really like, yo, you got to run with us. You got to run with us regardless. And that would made it like, I'm like, yo, these guys is like all different. Y'all was pushing it. No matter how many suicides we was running, like
It's 11
Joseph?
11 and
11 and
60.
60.
Mara laughing,
11 and 60.
Mara laughing and stuff. Like what?
Yo, they don't even run
Every
no
time.
more.
Yeah,
They don't run in practice no more.
They was like,
That's
yo, Mel,
crazy.
you ain't sitting on the side. You gonna run with us.
yeah.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Shit was different, man. It was a
That-
different
oh,
experience
man.
now, cause now I just be wondering what they do now, cause like literally practice was like hell. It was like we had practice. It was like, son, I don't feel like going to do this shit today. This shit about to be, cause you knew you was gonna get a workout. It wasn't like you was gonna go there and be like, oh, yeah, there's no light day.
No such
There's no,
thing.
oh, we gonna just run plays today. It was gonna be like, yo, we're gonna run.
Practice is a week now in regards to like other places and other schools and just other levels. Practice is a week. Like there was some days we would come in, like you said, wouldn't touch a basketball for probably
Conditionals.
It was
an hour and a half, 2
it was all
hours,
like
just straight running,
Mondays
straight
was, we
stretching,
didn't touch a ball on Mondays.
drills. Like I'm trying out for ABA team now. We don't run nearly as much, and that's like supposed to be pro, so it's kind of crazy. Like 11 and 60, I still remember that.
Yeah.
Down to 1.
6 and 30.
Yeah,
Suicides.
Suicides,
Crazy.
And then if
Crazy.
you didn't make it, you
Make
gotta
the
do
foul
it
You gotta
again.
do it again.
gotta
You gotta do
run.
it again. If
Right,
you miss,
so-
if you
If
don't,
Mario or not Mario, if Rasta came in last, we still had to run.
yeah, because Roster was
Because
fast as
Rasta was
fuck.
fast as hell. Rasta was fast as hell.
Fast as hell, but he
Yo,
like,
you remember that? Remember that?
Yup,
That
I
one
remember
practice
that.
when Chaz had to get us out of practice?
Oh, free
Nobody
throws.
could, nobody could make the free throws.
Yeah.
So they had Chaz
Chaz,
shooting
yeah.
2 free
Because we
throws.
was too
Oh, yeah, shout out to
tired. How do
Chaz.
you expect us to
Shout
make
out to
free
Chaz.
throws when I just ran like 3 11s, 3 suicides, we just scrimmaged? Like, nah. But definitely, they don't do that now, man. These kids don't know what hard work is now. And I
Yeah,
hate sounding
man.
like that because I feel like the
You don't
old
wanna
dude.
sound like the old
yeah,
dude.
but
yeah, you don't
y'all
want to sound
really
like.
don't. Y'all don't, man.
Yeah, you don't want to sound like
I'm
that.
sorry.
But yo,
a
it's
few
different.
of y'all, the select ones that are good, do, and we see it, like the good ones. But the majority, nah, bro. Y'all don't know
Yeah,
what
it's
work
different,
is.
man. I don't
Our
think people.
entire team work, bro.
Yeah, I don't
Like
think
we
people
all
realize
came
it
in
work.
fat, left, ripped. So it's different.
Yeah, man, it's literally a different, a whole different era. Like I literally don't want to sound like the old man, but like
Sometimes
shit was different, man. Shit was way different. It was like we was coming in here to really put in work. And I remember that's why I want Keon to be here, because I remember when we walked in at 06, like that first like real practice. This nigga, this dude Joseph was like, yo, so what do y'all want to do this year? And Keon was the first person that said. Keon was like, yo, we want to win Section 3. And all of us was like, yeah, we're gonna win Section 3. And Joseph was like, well, let's get to it then. And that was like
That was the
yeah,
start.
that was the start of practice. Yeah. And that was like we really did that shit though.
Nah, for real.
Movie shit. It was funny. What was on TV? It was like about a year ago. My mom comes in, she calls me. She goes, you know what, Steph? I was watching Coach Carter on television. And she's like, I'm like, that reminds me of the Proctor High School basketball team. She's like, That's Buddha. She was like, you're Channing Tatum. I'm like, damn, all right. But she was like, yeah. She was watching that movie. It was like that was our senior
our team,
year,
man.
which
Literally.
is crazy.
Because everybody had their own shit going
Yeah.
on. Cause we had our off the court problems. Like we had off the court problems in school. Everybody had things going on, but when you came here, it was like it was like all that shit don't even matter. It's like we just here, we here to do a job. That's what that shit felt like. It felt like an extra job after school, like after school job.
It became straight business.
Like it was fun. I can't even say a job. I think it was.
It was fun. It was like
I think it was just more so like we wanted that history. Like, yeah. From my perspective, we wanted that history. We was the first team in 40 years, something like that.
40 years.
Yeah, so first team in 40 years. I think it was our first year in the Syracuse League. So everybody thought it was like, oh yeah, they called it.
People put us down already. Like,
We went to the sorry, Cuse, no disrespect. We went to the league and yeah, it was over. Like I think we lost
one game.
we
Corporate.
lost one game.
We only lost one game that year.
one game every year that I was on varsity. So yeah. Once we were losing the league and then we were losing the playoffs after we won the section. So yeah, like it was just different, man. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, Cuse.
Sorry, Q's. Yeah.
It is what it is.
Because
yo.
overall, yeah, like y'all bigger city, so y'all got more primetime athletes. You know, the D1 schools up there and all that. So yeah, we get it. But y'all know what time it was when y'all came here. Like, it is what it is.
Yeah. What was your favorite game from that year? What was your favorite game from that year?
Which year? 06?
Probably the sectional game.
Yeah.
When we beat
Which
CBA
one?
Syracuse.
CBA chip?
Yeah. So I did not like
06,
CBA Syracuse at all.
Yeah.
Like
What's your
if I had one team I had dislike,
CBA.
CBA Syracuse. Hated CBA Syracuse.
My favorite game from that year was the first round.
Against CNS?
Oh yeah, Sox.
Oh, Raider Nation.
Yeah.
When they
That's
had
part
the
of it.
news, the
That's part of it. Yeah. Like yo, shout out to
the Raider Nation.
Yeah.
Raider Nation at that time.
Nah, the Nation
Yo,
was
Parada,
crazy.
Parada, Joe
Nimi.
Coletta,
Yeah, man. All the baseball dudes.
Joe
man.
Lacani,
Yo,
all them
yeah.
guys.
All the
Yeah.
baseball dudes. They showed up.
Crazy.
For real,
Yeah.
for real.
Newspapers
Crazy.
out.
Yeah,
Yo.
like,
And then they
was
went
a-
and won states next year. So
if y'all
shout
wasn't
out to
there,
them.
there was at that. I like that game. I like that game because that was like my favorite game because the dudes they were saying that our fans wasn't classy,
Disrespectful and all this, yeah.
So we had we had like a whole Raider Nation, like a whole
That whole section
student
was
section, the whole corner over there in the right hand corner over there. That whole section was filled up with students, and like the baseball team, varsity baseball team, like led the way. And yo, they told them that they wasn't classy, so these dudes showed up with shirts and ties on,
Newspapers,
and they sat in the front
briefcases.
row. It was mad newspapers in the front row. And then
But that's real culture. There's no more of that.
Yeah.
Like, I think you see that at Duke only. Like you don't really see that nowhere.
yeah, you don't
Like,
really see it no more. And
there's
then
no
also I
culture.
like that game because that's just for me because that dude because we played him twice in a row. We played him at senior night.
Yeah.
And then we played him
First
in
round.
the first
First
round of
round.
playoffs. And then they had some kid, Miola kid. He like a coach. He had coached somewhere in Syracuse now too. They had a Miola kid. He didn't play the game before. He was supposed to be like one of their stars, but he was like a short point guard. And they kept saying that he was gonna
Like he was the difference maker.
yeah, like he's gonna be the
yeah.
difference against us or some shit. And he came in and pretty much me, Wes, and Jeff like just put the clamps on
shut him
like, just
down.
put the clamps. I remember coming in the game. When I first came in the game, Joseph was like, yo, don't let this little motherfucker score. I came in the game, I stripped him once, and he went back court the second time.
that used to be the best though.
And the crowd went nuts, and I was like, yo, we about to
when they would
go.
swear, like you know what I'm saying, when they
yeah.
would do shit like that, that was because they try to be like proper and all of that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
they would get in our let this
When?
motherfucker score.
Yeah.
Like Joseph and them when they
When
were
were
like
they
swears.
proper?
Well, they would try. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they put on,
I ain't gonna put too much of the business out, you know what I'm saying,
shirts and
behind the
ties for no
scenes.
reason.
But yeah, they would wear a suit and tie and come out and present it nice. But
Yeah.
when we went back in that locker room,
Oh, yeah, it's a different story.
Yeah, it was different. It wasn't none of that, come on, guys,
guys,
get it
you can do
together.
better than that.
The fuck you doing?
yeah.
What are y'all fucking doing?
Especially
Like,
Stan
that's
Boley. Everybody thought that, I want to say this about our coaches too. Like, they probably wasn't the best, like, in-game coaches. But people don't realize they did mad stuff. Like, in practice, like, around the games. Like they did mad stuff around the games. I feel like once I got older, I realized that like they really taught us a lot of things.
Well, the thing is, they got lucky because look at the team they had.
Yeah, they got lucky. They got real lucky.
They didn't really have
They
to
got
do
real
too
lucky.
much coaching.
That's why like the end game thing wasn't like for our team. They didn't really have to like do too much in game coaching because we all play together. We know what the fuck we was. The way our team played wasn't because they wanted us to play that way. It's because we already played that way.
Yeah.
But like the other shit, like all the running, all like the running the plays, the extra shit. That's what they did good to me. Like, you know, off the history, people done called them trash coaches and all that. But once I got older, I started realizing, like, yo, they did do mad other stuff
I
from
feel
a
like
coaching
too.
standpoint that got us ready.
I feel like too. They made us realize that we're not just representing us, like ourselves, but we're representing
Like the whole
each
city.
other.
That's what I was getting ready to say,
and
structure.
He was representing the whole
the whole
city.
school and
They
then the
definitely brought
city, and
structure.
like we weren't just like I feel like they did a good job of making sure that this is we made us realize like the bigger picture of the whole thing.
Yeah,
A lot of
yeah,
Like
yeah.
when
people
you're
don't
in
got
the when you're in the
structure and
public,
culture
remember,
and
you know, you're
none
a
of that.
Proctor
Yeah,
basketball
be a
player.
gentleman.
People know you for
Yeah.
that. So I feel like I feel like they preach that a lot. I mean, obviously on the basketball side they did a lot, but like I feel like outside of the basketball court,
That's
they
exactly what I mean.
Yeah.
Because like I feel like they did more than just basketball for us. They did mad other stuff outside of the game. That was like once I got older, I was like, yo, they did actually do a lot. It's just stuff that the people like be in the crowd and shit. They don't really realize this shit.
They
that
didn't see the
was-
behind the scenes.
Yeah,
They
didn't
just
see behind
saw-
the
Right,
scenes
like,
stuff.
like do the kids still wear shirt and ties on game days? Like
Nope.
we had to.
Doubt it.
Nah, they don't.
Every
they
single
don't.
game day, shirt
They
and
don't.
tie. I mean,
They
if you
get
ain't-
the-
if you
they
ain't wear
get the
shirt and
travel
tie,
gear.
you ain't playing. You didn't even get on the
Yeah.
bus.
You didn't get on the bus.
I
Yeah.
know.
And that was a part of
Crazy.
culture. Like if you ain't take a shower.
Yep.
Right.
So I
Sorry.
realized like, yo, that's
Yeah, that shower
that's
takes
teaching you, that's teaching you something. That's
Yeah.
teaching you something though. As an adult, you start realizing like,
Now I think about it though, like yo, actually, going outside, you can get sick. You know what I'm saying? Like, no,
yeah, it
go
taught you
outside
something. though.
sweaty and ugh.
I know, and that's why when Steph said something earlier about, we would come out at halftime of the varsity game. Like, yeah, it's because we had to shower and get to do all that. I'm like, man, we just want to go watch these dudes
Yeah,
play right
yeah,
now.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
but yeah, they had us do all that. Yeah, they prepared us. I mean, that's what it is, preparation, man.
For sure.
Sure.
Yeah, man.
Good old days, man. I miss that shit, bro.
Yeah, man.
That's just like nostalgic, just sitting on
Yeah.
this court right now.
Word.
Like I
Word.
walked in here earlier, looking around, like,
It look a little
damn,
different.
It
Different
does.
colors.
It's black. Yeah, all the red was black when we was here.
Yeah, yeah. And then the middle was something different. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
I don't know
I
how-
was
I
looking
don't know
around
how
trying
I
to see
feel
what
about
the
the
logo
red
used to be.
scoreboards, though.
But I don't see
I
no
don't know how I
logo
feel about
around.
the red scoreboard.
The red scoreboard.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't really like it.
I like the old
black
tan.
one.
What was it? Tan? Wasn't it like
Oh
brown?
yeah, ours was tan. Oh yeah, it was a tan scoreboard.
I
Yeah,
like
yeah,
that
yeah,
one.
yeah, it was.
We didn't have any sort of branding or nothing. It was just
Nah.
it was a scoreboard that was in every high school gym in America. Like, that's what we had, bro.
Yeah,
Even they get new jerseys every year.
yeah. We had the same joint. I got my joint in my house. My
They get-
actual jersey.
Well, yeah, cause
Yeah.
Yo, you know
Yeah,
what's
what
actually, you know, I was talking about, who was I talking this about with? I think I was talking to my dad about this. We had the game, I think it was our sophomore year. It was our first game at like Niskayuna in Albany.
Yeah, I was
And-
just talking to my dad about that shit too.
And we grabbed the wrong uniforms.
Gilderland.
Was it
Gilderland.
Gilderland?
It was like
Yeah.
one of the only games we lost that
Yeah,
year.
it was
I was
the
just
first
gonna
game
say,
of the year.
but we
only
caught an
lost
L.
because
of the uniform.
The uniform.
Our shorts
was way up
Rest in
here.
peace, Rob Russell. I'll never forget, yo. My man.
They didn't even have a uniform for that man.
Yeah. His top was like a wife beater, and then his shorts were like underwear, bro. And I remember just like walking on the court, like, damn, bro, this is embarrassing, son.
Yeah, yo.
that was first and only game we lost that year.
I was gonna say that was the only because that was like a culture shock for us
Yeah,
coming
like,
out of
wait,
Donovan,
yeah,
bro.
like,
Yeah.
what is
Like I
this?
said, we didn't lose a game, and now you lose your first game in JV.
First game in JV. Yeah.
All because of the uniform. I'll
Yeah.
blame that uniform to the day I die,
I
bro.
remember
I'll sign up for that.
Mario had his like them shits was so short. Mario had that was back when we used to wear like boxers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Mario
see
had
the
his boxers hanging
underneath.
from the bottom of the shorts. Yeah, that's crazy.
So I remember like they pulled the jerseys out and they're the old black and gray.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, these are fire. Because they said Utica on them. I was like,
Yeah,
oh, these are tough. And then they pulled the shorts out and I was like, oh, hell.
Everybody was like, nah. We was like, nah, how you gonna play these?
Oh, man.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Yeah,
I'll never
but
forget that
after
game.
they switched the uniforms.
Yeah, and then I remember because Gilderland came here, we beat them by like
yeah,
30 points.
Yeah, we killed them.
Wasn't even like close.
Yeah.
My bad, I'm hogging this shit. You know me, I'm a DJ. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Yeah, but what is your favorite game from that year? That was my favorite game. That
You wanna go?
Cicero
You want me to go?
that Cicero
Go ahead, go
game.
first.
That Cicero game, it set off everything for like that rest of that playoff. That's why it was my favorite game because they had the Meola kid, then that shit with the crowd. That was like my favorite game. Cause then after we won, it just made me feel like yo, we really could win this shit. It just made me feel like that, like not like I didn't think that the whole year, but I was thinking that was like the game. I was like, yo, we set it off. The crowd crazy. I was like, yo, I don't know how we gonna lose. I don't know how we gonna lose in this shit.
I'm trying to think.
Yeah, I know my. I got
Because-
two.
Go ahead.
It's a
With
lot of.
both Henniger games.
That's
I
crazy
was gonna
because
say, that's
Henniger was
one of the
going
ones
to.
I
The
was gonna
first
say.
one was going to be mine, but go
Oh,
ahead.
yeah,
Go
I
ahead.
do like that Henniger. I like the
Henniger-
first Henniger game. Her first
Henniger-
Henniger game was crazy.
Crazy.
Here. And it's the Ben Cronin kid, 7 feet. He's
Yeah.
using the backboard to stretch.
Yeah.
Never seen nothing like that in person. And I remember the speech before the game. It was a little different than normal. It was like go out there, play hard, and if you guys play hard, we'll be happy with the result. As opposed to normally it was go out there and bust their ass.
Yeah, I remember the hype around that.
So-
'Cause they was acting like we was about to lose to them.
Yeah.
Like the whole field was like, oh, they
Yes.
about to lose to Henniger.
And Boley
Yeah.
and Joseph left the locker room, and Jeff got up and basically was like, fuck what they talking about. Like, let's go out there and bust their ass.
Yeah.
And, like, just the energy from that point on, it was crazy. I think we had, like, a 20-point
Yeah, we
lead.
beat them by 20.
Yeah.
We beat them by 20 that game.
Cronin didn't do
Cronin had, like, 4
2
points.
He had
Yeah.
2 points.
Yeah, Drake put him in the
And then the
dumpster.
second game at Henniger, when Buddha hit that 3
Oh,
And the
yes.
game, yeah.
at the end of the game
Which one?
at Henniger.
At Henniger. At Henniger.
We was going back and forth the whole fourth
Yep.
quarter.
Yeah.
And Buddha hit this big 3. High arcing top of the key 3.
Oh, I remember that. Yeah.
that game was crazy.
Floating too.
Probably those two. Obviously the section championship because
Yeah.
That's probably my second
But-
favorite game is the section championship.
Yeah, no,
I do like
that-
that first Henniger game.
I was gonna
though,
say,
too,
that first
'cause
Henniger
that
game
shit
was
was
it for me,
crazy
too.
in here. That whole field, I remember that whole leading up because
Well, we were both,
really was
we were
thinking
both
we was gonna
undefeated
lose.
at the time, too.
Yeah, they was really thinking we was about to lose to them.
Yeah.
'Cause they
Well,
had
and
the
that was
7-foot.
like our first big matchup in the OHSL or whatever, too.
Yeah.
Because we played a couple not so great
it was
teams.
the
I
but-
can't even remember.
And we had that tournament too.
Yeah.
That FM tournament.
But didn't we host a tournament that year, too?
Yeah, we always did the
Yeah.
Christmas one.
Yeah, but we had that.
But
But
we-
that,
it was
that
like
was before that,
we had
though.
scrubs
Canadian
in
teams
there.
or some shit came here, right?
Yeah, 2 Canadian teams in
Yeah.
Whitesboro.
Yeah.
And then it ended up being us in Whitesboro. But yeah, anyway, that first Henniger game, because it was crazy. We were
Yeah.
both undefeated. There was big time hype. They were like, this is going to essentially,
the game of the
this
week,
is going to stamp, this is going to stamp Proctor, like if they're going to do what they're going to do in the Onondaga League, and yeah, we smoked them.
Yeah.
For me, I'll probably say the game at CBA.
Yeah.
I respect it.
It was a
started
good.
that game.
It was a good game,
think-
but it
was
was
you there?
also
Was you there? I started that game.
CBA.
That was the only game I started the whole year.
I don't remember that part.
I just
but the
re-
part I'm talking about.
You talking about
was,
Rouse when you was drinking the soda?
Oh shit, that too. That too.
Yeah, number
That's
10.
when I knew roster was different. So at halftime, we all the coaches they come in like with waters, oranges, and like chocolate or whatever just to give you some energy. This motherfucker in the corner drinking a CNC, eating a beef patty. Went out and dominated though. I'm just
Mid-game.
Starting hit threes.
I'm like, yo, what the fuck is
Yeah.
going on? But that's when roster was different.
Roster
I
was
like
different.
that game for a few reasons. One, we faced some adversity and we band together as a team. But secondly, y'all remember Wes, he was having a tough game that game. And so he was pissed. He came down to the end of the bench. It was like fake sleep because he was mad at the coaches and shit. So they was trying to put him in, and he was like, man, fuck them. Like this. But, us at the end of the bench was like, nah, fuck that. Like, come on, let's go. And then it just showed our character. You know what I'm saying? Like, he got himself out of it, went back in the game, and we ended up winning that game. And then another game, I think it was West Jenny.
At West Jenny?
At West Jenny.
At West Jenny.
Yeah.
They got a couple highlight plays off on us. I ain't really gonna, y'all know the plays. I ain't gonna put bro out there like that. But they got a couple highlights
man,
off
I
on
remember
us.
that. I
You know
remember
what I'm
that.
saying? Right?
Yeah, I remember that.
On the
Somebody got
sideline.
Oh, somebody got
dropped.
dropped, right?
Somebody got
Oh,
dropped.
yeah.
You remember, son.
Yeah,
You don't remember?
Nah,
You know who
somebody
got
got dropped.
Twice. You
He got
remember that
dropped
shit?
twice.
back to back, actually.
Oh, you want me to say
It was
on
back to
camera?
back.
Yeah, we got it now.
We got to.
Yo, Keon, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I'm sorry, bro.
I'm sorry. I'm
That was
But the reason why,
Remember that?
I'm sorry, yo.
I'm sorry,
You
bro.
know,
I love
Keon got
you.
dropped
But the reason why I say that's one of my favorite games is because normally when something like that happens, you can pack it in. You feel what I'm saying? You can get down on yourself. You can pack it in. Like their crowd was getting enthused. They start going on a run and shit. But he got right back up. Went back to playing defense. We shook that shit right off. And next
Yeah.
thing you know, I want to say by the
we
end of the
blew them
third
out,
quarter,
too.
We blew them
it
the
was
fuck
at
out,
like
too.
15.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, y'all got y'all couple highlights off. Yeah, y'all went on y'all run. But we just withstood that and showed who we was. So it just showed the type of makeup our team had. Like it was just no quit in our team really.
Facts.
Like we ain't really quit till it was over. So
Yeah. That's what comes that's some practice, man.
I want to say.
that too.
I want to say
Talk to the mic.
the Glens Falls one.
Talk to the mic.
Oh, that was 07.
That was when?
That was 07.
That was 07.
The buzzer
Yeah,
beater.
That was only
The buzzer
him.
beater. Yeah,
'cause
he
we
was the
went
only one there.
Yeah, because we went there the first time. Y'all went there the first time and y'all lost against them. And then that second year, that shit was crazy. Because that year, y'all was with it. That game for me, because how much we was out by that game. Because they was
Who's on
doing
that
their
team?
thing. But the second
That
one,
was on that team, right?
that second one,
The year they
That was
played, that
Jimmer.
was Jimmer.
Yeah, that was
They
Jimmer
played
for
against
that.
Jimmer.
I ain't never seen nobody score 30 and not break a sweat.
Yes, you did.
Who?
Tyler Battle.
We'll talk about that after. But that was the first
Yeah.
time I seen somebody drop 30 with no sweat. Like, but it's just a different type of player.
Yeah,
Like
just different.
he was shooting
What's his name? Lit us
3
up,
feet
too.
behind the three
11.
before it was popular.
Shit,
You know what I'm
okay.
saying? And then he went on to be Jimmer for that. But we won that game,
Yeah.
and we played a lot of tough people that year, right? We played him, we played Taylor Battle, we played
That's why I say like that whole era was crazy,
Y'all
bro.
had real competition.
what's his name too? FM had a guy, Lee, I think his name was. He was a tall kid.
Oh, yeah, for sale.
Oh yeah,
Marcus
Sales.
And we had
Football
Mike
player,
Goodman.
but
And Mike
yeah,
Goodman. And Mike Goodman.
Every team had some D1
Yeah,
guys.
everybody.
There was a Paulus brother on that team too.
Yeah.
youngest.
Yeah, we played him in
Mike,
football.
was it Mike Paulus?
The younger one.
Yeah,
I'm talking
Mike
about the
Paulus.
quarterback.
The other
Even quarterback.
Well, look at Henniger.
Yeah.
David Simmons went D1 for basketball.
D2, facts.
Cronin went to Michigan.
What's
Kirkland
name
went to
went D1 too?
Villanova for football. The shooting guard went
Gage,
D1
that's the one I'm talking about. Football.
for football, and then I don't know what the point guard did, but that was just one team.
That was just one team.
And you look at Corcoran, Day.
Yeah. Oh my.
Boise State.
They had a whole mob. We beat them once, and they beat us the second time.
Sharp.
Yeah.
They had what?
We played them at FM.
What's his name?
Corcoran at
Saps.
FM.
Yeah, yeah.
Went D1 for
Oh,
football.
man.
Playing Zaps. Yeah.
Like we was
Yeah.
playing some.
That's crazy.
Some
We have no
dudes.
D1 players on our
No
team.
D1 guys.
And we was playing all these teams
All
that had
D3 dudes,
talent.
man.
Tallest player was 6'3". Our tallest guy was 6'3".
So we had nothing but D3 dudes.
Yeah, telling you, like, that's why I say like with
See,
people,
that's-
cause like a few like last year when they was talking about like the best players and best teams and they had all them lists out and shit. That's why I was like, I seen somebody say on cause I had went on somebody's status was like on Facebook was like yo, we have the best team, and then somebody was they was naming a team that had all these individual great players. And I was like, that's all good and all that, but we had the most together team, and we played. And that person who had wrote that shit, they was like, y'all wasn't playing this, that. Like, son, yo, we played D1 talent
Oh no.
Every night.
every day. And that wasn't just the 06 year, 05 too.
What's his name? The whole pro in baseball.
Oh, Pat Corbin.
Yeah.
Corbin, yep.
Yeah.
Taylor Battle.
And then 11th grade year, we played against Brandon Court.
Brandon Court. I was
Brandon
just
Court.
telling him.
Man.
He lit us up for
Yeah,
31 twice.
Yeah.
And he was a lacrosse player.
Yeah.
He was a lacrosse player.
Right.
He scored. He gave us 31 twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was different. Bro.
Yeah, it was- Yeah, that whole year like that's why I look at that whole year was like, yo, it was a tough year. Like we had some tough games, but literally we all stayed together. We all stayed together every game. That's
I
why
get frustrated with the kids now because like, I don't, no disrespect, but I don't want to hear that Notre Dame shit, bro. Like I don't want y'all losing to Notre Dame, you're losing to Whitesboro. I don't want to hear none of that. Like They knew what time it was when we stepped on the
Them
floor.
teams didn't even want to play
That's what I'm
us.
They didn't wanna play
saying.
us.
We had to go to the other league because they couldn't beat us.
They didn't want us in Tri-Valley.
Like, it's different, bro. Like, it's just different. We
ain't want us
played
to
some
try
real
that,
dogs, big
there was that-
schools.
There was that one summer league. I think it was a summer league championship at SUNY.
Yeah.
Going into our senior year, it was us and Notre Dame, and I don't think they got the ball over half
Over half
court,
court,
the
yeah.
the whole first quarter.
But the crazy thing is the way like it's like it was teams out there where people kept trying to put these teams like, yo, they could beat us.
Nah,
They could beat us. I
can't.
remember that
Sorry.
summer. They was like they had Kendrick.
Yeah,
Durr,
Caruso.
They had
All
these
nice,
dudes.
too.
Yeah.
They
They
all played with
good,
us in AAU.
but they was literally framing it like, yo, these guys maybe can beat them, or they can give them competition, and we'd go out there and beat motherfuckers by 30. Like,
I remember like
that.
right off the tip. I think like Dre caught a dunk on a boom, right off tip too. That was a summer league joint when we beat Notre Dame. Right off the tip, pow.
I remember that.
We got into our 2-2-1, and I remember they were just like back and forth, turnover, layup. It was like 20-0 going into the second quarter, and I was like,
Yeah,
damn.
I remember
We
that.
did. I remember we did that against New Hartford
Yeah.
at the Hamilton College.
Yeah, we blew them out
First
too.
quarter, it was 20-2.
Yeah. The only person that did something that game was Robert Evans.
Ronnie
Evans.
Bro,
Ronnie
I was
Evans. He was ill.
both games we played him. He gave us like 28 one
28,
game
yeah.
and 30,
He
and
did.
31
He
another
was
game.
the
He
only
was
one.
31
He was
one
the
game
only
too.
one.
Yeah.
Ronnie was a beast.
He was ill.
He was the only one. Yeah. Ronnie was tough on that team, but like when we played them though, he was the only one to get off. Like they had Jimmy Clifford, Prue, but
Yeah,
Ronnie was the
they had
only one
a
to get
couple
off the
players.
game.
No, they had a good
They had a
team.
And that's the
Yeah.
thing. We grew up playing against all those guys too, and I just think, we knew what it was. But then when we came together, and after we done played 100 games together,
Yeah.
I do too. I
wasn't even
think
close.
too, like y'all said, I feel like as soon as we walked on the floor, the intimidation factor.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
that was a part of it.
Yeah,
That was a part of it.
Like,
Especially locally.
Especially
Yeah.
home games.
I feel like we would win games before we like. You come out to bring them out, and then, like what? If I'm on another team, I'm like, damn.
Like
what?
I remember, like when we would be behind the
Yeah.
door, people we'd be banging on the door,
we all there.
and you see the whole crowd would stop watching the game to see
See
like
us
what was
right
going
there.
on in that corner. It was definitely like a intimidation factor.
Yeah. And we started that Proctor clap shit. We started that shit that year. That year. Now they do that different clap. We started with the Know Your clap. We started with the Proctor clap. We started that. That year. That didn't exist until we started it.
For real.
Oh,
different, bro.
yeah. Watch your gum.
Oh, my
Chewing
fault.
in the mic. Yeah.
Fucking different.
Definitely the funnest. That was the funnest year I ever had playing basketball.
oh, easily.
Yeah,
100%.
easily.
the-
Easily. Like, I done had some good basketball years playing AAU and all that, but, like, that literally was
top notch.
the best year. And it wasn't just because of basketball.
No.
Everything
After
involved.
we won, well, even before we won, it was like we was walking around school like I was like doing whatever the fuck I wanted.
Yeah.
I used to meet this dude at Belvedere. I'd be like, yo, I got study hall today. Yo, stuff, we had Belvedere.
We had
today.
Belvedere.
Like, it don't even matter.
You showed up to school in that Proctor jacket,
Yeah, he was good.
and it was like a.
It was
like
an
a
unlimited
plastic
hall
bubble.
pass.
Yeah.
It was
Yo,
unlimited
shout
hall
out to them-
pass.
yo, shout out to them teachers. Shout out to them teachers and them security guards. 'Cause
Well,
they
it was
looking
mad
at
funny because we'd be in the hallway, whatever, and so would come over and yell at kids, like, get the class, and come
we
up,
sitting there
we
like this.
chilling, and they'd be like, yo, Ed, Steph, who you guys played tonight? Oh, we got Corcoran.
Yeah, it
Oh,
was
good luck,
crazy.
All right, peace.
That was a crazy
Even
year.
the bus rides. We get on the bus, they got the Belvedere subs,
Yeah,
the oranges, the
We
Gatorade.
had coach buses.
Yeah, I was
And
gonna
we was
say.
riding on the
Shout out
coach
to
bus.
Boozer
Right.
for getting
Who's
the
right?
coach
The
bus.
vans.
Yeah.
Yo, shout out to the coaches getting this. I don't know what kind of bus they arriving now, but yo, we had coach buses.
Yeah, we was definitely
We was
chilling.
really relaxing before the games.
The Bellevue
crazy.
subs.
None of those Q's teams were pulling up in coach buses. They're pulling up in big yellow buses, and that's it,
For
bro.
real.
Yo, that's crazy.
Honestly, like coming in the coach bus, the games we had to take the school bus, it was
It was
bad
just
for the
wrong.
other team. Like, it was worse
we was
for them.
tight.
Yeah,
we was
Like,
and we only took it to Rome.
Nah, I took a couple. I remember we had to take one to Messina one year.
Oh yeah, we did go to Messina. Remember we went to Messina?
The
and
first
the bus
year.
driver was falling asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, damn.
And that's
cold.
like
That
that
was
was like an
cold.
hour from Canada. So that was like 4 hours
4
on
hour
that shit.
drive.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
good, man.
Cena.
Uncomfortable.
What were you doing up there?
Yeah, why did we
Tournament.
play them?
We
What was
played
the
that
point
one
of
team.
it?
Tournament
I don't know
or
why
a
they
Played
game?
Messina and then came
we
home.
came
Yeah.
home. Because I remember the bus driver was falling asleep and they had to stop and
Was
like,
that a Saturday game? It had to.
I
It
remember
had
we
to.
got home mad late. I remember that.
They wouldn't have done that on the school.
Imagine.
Yeah,
Nah,
it had to.
been-
It had to
on the
be a
weekend.
Saturday.
Nah, I
game.
just
That's
remember
crazy
that
as
long, cold ass bus ride,
We was on the cheese bus.
and then
for that.
coming home. That's
The cheese bus.
Yeah. Yeah, man. We had some good times though. Like that, like you said, this shit was crazy. Rock stars. Rockstar that whole
It
year.
really felt like that.
Rock
It
stars
really
that
did.
whole year. Like
I wish we had like more like footage of
Telling you,
that
I
year.
wish we
A
had cameras.
Gotta be some. We
would-
taped every game, though.
would
It's
be
gotta
fire.
be somewhere.
Got-
No,
somebody gotta have it.
actually, Wes might, because when Wes was assistant coaching, he had a lot of those tapes, so he might still have some.
And they're
need
taped.
some of that
They're
footage.
taped
Yeah,
too. They're
they're
VHS.
taped.
VHS.
We gotta get those digitized, man. We gotta get
For real.
those digitized.
They're
like,
gonna end up in a closet somewhere
And
here.
collecting
And then the
dust.
exposure's
Yeah.
gonna get screwed up, and they're gonna be
yeah,
gone.
nobody, you'll never watch them again. Yeah, because like literally every game was taped.
Even like, I mean, obviously it wasn't that era of like the digital and social media and stuff, but imagine
Yo,
if social media
I know.
was
we might have been
viral.
we might have been viral back then.
just
the shit that was
filming,
going on.
just filming throughout the day,
Yeah,
leading
like-
up to the practices, up to the games. Like,
Like
Oh
the shit
yeah,
that
like
was
a day
going
in the
on.
life.
Yeah,
Kinda,
that
would have
would've
been
been
crazy.
that
crazy.
shit would have been crazy.
That would have
yo.
been crazy.
Yeah, we'd had a bunch of followers for that.
Yeah,
Like, without a
we
doubt.
could have had a 06 team.
Without a
like,
doubt.
Just IG. That shit would have been nuts. That shit would have been that would have been nuts.
We would have had to be selective with the administrators, though.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, we all might have got kicked out of school for that
Yo,
shit.
for real. I'm
We all
kind of
might
glad we didn't have social
Yeah,
media.
you might have got kicked out of school if we'd have had that shit. Because the shit that was going on,
Oof.
Yeah, it was a lot
the
of
shit
wild
that was
shit.
going on was
I
crazy.
always think about that too, like growing up. Like, I'm so happy that like Snapchat and all that shit wasn't around. Cause
Yeah.
damn, I see what these kids go through, especially working in a school now. And I see what these kids go through, and I'm just like,
So, but it's a lot of drama
that's all it is.
if
Yeah.
you don't use it correctly.
That's
Lot of
things like-
drama.
Yeah.
I feel like, but yeah, if we had that though, and we used it in the right way,
Yeah, it would have been crazy.
that shit would have went.
We might have had NILs.
Every
We
game
might have
played in high
had NILs back
school.
then. We might have had NILs back then.
For real.
Nah, for real. If we was playing right now, we had the same team, but we had
We definitely
Instagram.
could have got NIL from like
NIL shit.
Rosario
Forget about
or
it.
Oh,
something.
yeah.
They was already handing us off the free pizza.
Yeah, I was about to say
coupons.
Rosario's Pizza. All these spots would have been sponsoring everybody because that shit was crazy. They were sponsoring us anyways. Like we was getting mad shit back then.
Yeah.
Free pizza,
Remember
free
when we was at
subs.
when we was at Donovan? Remember they used to do Rosario's Pizza?
Oh, yeah, all
And, yo,
day.
we would just chill there every lunch period. No one ever questioned us. Like, you've been
Yeah.
here 3 lunch periods selling pizza.
Yeah, selling pizza.
Don't
yeah.
you have a class right now? Nah.
Yeah, shout out to Coach Savage, the coach who let us in here. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Shout out to Coach Savage for
Bro,
that
they
one.
used to give us the locker room key like it was nothing.
Yeah, I used to be in the film room all the time.
In the
I'm
old
sorry,
gym.
coach, but I literally was in there sleeping. I wasn't looking at tape the whole time. I was in there
Take a
motherfucker
It was
Take
like
sleeping.
nap.
was it like M20 or some shit?
Yeah.
Shit opened up every door
Everything.
in the
Everything.
sports
M20,
area.
yeah, open up the whole school.
Being just
I think
roaming.
Mario had like his own key. Like he had like he never get that shit back, and he had his own key. yeah,
Good times, man. That's for sure.
yeah, man.
Yeah, we
man.
got, like I said, we definitely got to get the whole crew here,
Yeah,
though.
we gotta do part 2.
We
Yeah,
gotta
sorry
get-
about the y'all hear a little noise. It's the got the AC in here. We're gonna do part 2 for this though. This is the first part with some of the team. We're gonna have Jeff. We're gonna try to make sure our man Mario, who we had on the mic earlier, he gets set free. He gets set free on January. So I hope we get both of them dudes. Everybody.
Yeah, shout out to the whole
Everybody.
squad.
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, shout out to the whole
Yeah,
squad
for
that in
real,
here,
man.
man.
Like, who else? We got
Joe
Dre.
Berry.
Joe, Christian Whitty.
Chris
Barry
Whitty.
Carroll.
Joe Barry
Yeah,
Carroll.
Joe Barry Carroll.
My boy Ton.
Tana Harris.
Ton
who
out
else? Keon.
Keon
Ross.
Carter. Rastafari Brown.
Damn, where Wes at?
Shout out
What?
to
Wesley Jackson.
Yeah, definitely witty.
Wesley Jackson.
But yeah, we got to get the whole squad
We gotta
out
get
here.
the whole squad here next time, man. But we just wanted to reflect now, because we had a schedule, but everybody ain't show up. You know what I mean? But we just wanted to reflect on that 06 year, man, because we feel like it was like it was more than just a basketball thing. Like we've been saying this whole show. It's just like we had like a great year. We won the chip. But it was mad stuff that people don't even know.
Memories for a lifetime, that's for
like,
sure.
It was mad stuff going on that you could just think
Even
of.
the dinners.
Yeah.
Dinners, yeah, like
Babes
Delmonico's.
Monocles. Where else did we go?
Yeah.
Babes.
The Dave's dinner.
Yeah,
Damn, I don't know if I
babes.
remember that. We'll have to
Yeah.
talk off camera about that one.
Oh yeah.
Man, I don't
That
like
was-
where this one's going.
yeah, man. Yo, I'm telling you, that's why we couldn't
Even the
have
dinner-
social media back then. Cause
The dinner when after we won the section and they invited us to that Q's. That
Yeah,
Q's
luncheon?
luncheon.
Oh,
I remember
yeah.
me and Jules was roaming the hallways before the dinner. We didn't even go to class.
Oh yeah, cause they let us out of class early. They let us out of
We
class
didn't even go
early
to
that
class.
time. Yeah.
Oh,
And I remember his mom called
Yeah,
because he
I-
wasn't in class.
I wasn't in Spanish. Thank you, Miss Hostlander. Fucking God. So yeah, I was feeling myself, you know what I'm saying? And I said, fuck it. We just won a chip. So I ain't going to class. You know what I'm saying? I ain't going to class. And so no, I didn't go to class. I don't think that whole day. And then yeah, I got a call.
We was on the bus, right?
Yes, my mom did call me while we was on the bus. Damn, I do remember that now. Oh. She
Oh yeah, she
filed
was
for that.
yelling at you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
Yup,
yeah,
and then
yeah,
I
remember
got punishment. I think I got kicked out of school for like a day or two. I can't remember exactly, but I do remember getting in trouble, man.
Yeah, man, that was crazy. That whole year was crazy, man. Cause like,
It was like a movie, yo, for
yeah,
real.
like literally a movie. Cause we
it
had,
really was.
cause like
It
the
really
whole,
felt like a movie.
like the whole build up was crazy. Like we had DeAndre Priester, ended up being him by the time he graduated, but he was him on our team, but it didn't really seem like it.
He was only in 10th grade.
sophomore.
He was in
I know.
10th grade.
He was in 10th
He was a
grade.
sophomore. He was a sophomore.
It was crazy as a sophomore. He was what? First team All State.
Didn't he win
Very selfless.
Didn't he win Player of the Year that year
Yeah.
too?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it didn't seem like it though. Like if you find the I think my dad got it. If you find DeAndre's picture when he was in the paper when he won it, his stats would be like,
It was like 9 and 7.
Yeah, it was like 9 and 7. Like how does dude win Player of the Year? But when you go watch him play,
That's when you know. Oh, that's
you're
why
like,
he
oh,
won.
alright, that's why he was Player of the Year. Like he was unstoppable. But you wouldn't know it because I'm telling you, because our team, like our team was crazy. Like everybody averaged like 9-10 points. It was like nobody that was like
You didn't have like the 30, and then everyone else had like 6.
like
Yeah.
6, like 9. It was like a whole
It was like a
balanced attack.
balanced 6,
Yeah.
8, 7, maybe like a 15 there, but
If Dre wanted to, he could take it and score every time.
Yeah, he could have scored 20 points
But
a game.
that just wasn't his game.
He could have been 20 and
'cause-
10 every night.
Right.
Yeah.
He's going to go get the rebound. He's going to play D. If you're open, he's going to pass it to
even
you.
roster.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Super
Ross
self-
Ross
Safari
could have
too.
scored.
Ross sacrificed
40
a lot
games
because
if you
we
wanted
seen
to.
Ross.
Who you think was the most
We
talented player on
seen-
our team?
Ross will go to
I think
college
Ross
and
Safari
average
was
I
the
think
most
like
Ross
30
was the
games.
most talented player on our team.
If y'all don't know, Rastafari
He made it
Brown
look
was
so easy to
the
score,
most
bro.
talented
We
player on
used
our
to
team.
go.
You just don't
Me
know
and
it.
Jules used to go on.
Ross.
We used to go on tournaments
AAU.
with
yeah,
Adirondack Spirit, and Ross played every age group at the
Yeah, I
tournament
remember.
as a 13-year-old.
13 to 17. He played all of
He
them.
played 17U, then played a 16U
With the
game.
20
rag
each
on.
game.
always had the do. Always had the doobie on.
Effortless though.
Yeah.
Barely sweat. Like he was.
Ross
ill.
was never tired. Ross would play a whole game. He'd be like, yo, did you even play?
Yeah.
Because he used to be like out there,
Yeah,
like
that's-
never gassed. Never gassed. Like that was crazy.
Ross used to do the layup drill.
Left hand, right
Left
hand.
hand,
dunking.
right hand, dunking.
Dunking. Yeah.
Just
Oh,
standing.
the miking drill?
Yeah,
The
Yeah,
miking
I remember
drill.
that. Big ass calves.
He was a monster.
He could
yo.
shoot threes. Nobody knew this stuff about Rasta though when we was
Yeah,
playing.
he was a balanced
only
player, man,
only
for
us
sure.
that played with him, we was like, yo, this dude could really go D1 or something.
He was ill.
But he just wasn't like doing it all the time.
He
Like,
was
it just-
lazy.
yeah, he was lazy. But like I said, like our whole team, we had like a whole team. Like somebody had 20 this game. Somebody had 20 this game.
I
But
think
most
we
of the
just
time we
like
had 10.
playing together, bro.
No,
I really think that's all it
absolutely.
was.
Yeah, you was around them every day.
I think we just
Absolutely.
like playing together.
We like.
Yeah, that was really
Like I
it.
really think that's what it was, because there's plenty of times where shots couldn't have, were passed up just because, like, nah, I'm gonna get my man's off because he's
Yeah.
open, or he got a better shot, or oh, he just getting in. All right, yo, we're gonna make sure, we get Ace some
Yeah.
shots or get Jules some shots. Like
I
it,
don't think there was
different-
a time where you could sit in the crowd and be like, he's ball hogging.
Yeah, there's no selfish.
There was
selfish.
never a game you could watch and be like, yo, this dude is hogging the ball.
Right,
Like it was
like-
never a time.
They're probably
where-
probably saying, why are they passing the ball so much
yeah,
right
passing the
now?
ball so much. Yeah, yeah.
He
'cause,
was
like,
open. Shoot
it's
it.
crazy. That's why I say what separates us from all these other teams I've seen. I don't know about them older teams, but I started watching Proctor Basketball when Alvin Morrison and Mini Man and Will Smith R.I.P. It was on JV. That's when I started watching Proctor Basketball. Oh,
Same.
and actually, and then like Coach Walt Savage, his son was the point guard.
J-Rock.
for our varsity.
Yeah.
J-Rock was on the team, and then Ollie Rogers and them played. That's when I started
Ollie was
watching.
a beast, bro.
That's when I started watching. If you compare our team to all those teams from there to now, I say we got the best team because they all was great players individually.
But they didn't play well together.
Yeah, they didn't play well all the time together.
Mm-hmm.
Like we literally just went out there. I knew what everybody was doing. I know I could probably attempt to go score points. I don't really need to. I'm gonna just go out here and play D. I knew what I was.
Yeah.
I knew what I could do special.
Shit, the thing
I'ma go
is,
out
you
here and
ain't
play
even
defense.
have to look. You knew where everyone was just off of, you know what I'm saying? Like, you just knew. Like, that's how you knew we was together, bro. That's probably one of the most together teams I've ever been on. Like,
It was damn near like muscle memory.
yeah. Like, college wasn't like that at all.
Yeah, and don't be
Before high
mistaken.
school wasn't like that at all.
Yeah, don't be mistaken. We had 1 through 15. We could have put out mad different players.
We had
and
3
just-
starting fives.
Like we could have
on
put out
one.
mad different players
Yeah.
and different fives and just be like, yo, go out there and beat this team. We would have did it. It still would have been.
You think about it, though, we did. We had 3 starting fives on one team.
Yeah.
Nah, it was a dope team.
Yeah. Shit crazy. Like you literally could have put in almost anybody. Everybody didn't get the playing time that they should have. Like a lot of the time, but you literally could have just put anybody in and been like, all right, we could still win the game with this team.
Yeah,
You know what I
for
mean?
sure.
1 through 15, crazy.
And like I said earlier, it was great because we all just got along. On and
Yeah.
off the court. Like we
Yeah,
were
that
we were
too.
just like
That too.
that had that like
There was times when people fought.
but yeah,
on the
but
team.
as soon as it was done,
Yeah.
it was
But it was like it was
good.
over, though. It was like it didn't matter. Like,
Once
I didn't fuck,
it was
but who
over,
cares?
it was over. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, man. Good old days, bro.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so your favorite game, like I said, everybody unanimous roster was the most talented player.
Yeah,
on
I'd have
that
to go
team.
Ross.
I think so.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah, I think DeAndre was the most
Athletic.
But
Yeah,
overall,
athletic.
like full package player, Rasa. I'd have to go Rasa.
Yeah.
Everybody had like their own thing. It was like just separate pieces to a puzzle.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Like,
that's a good way to
Everybody
describe
had just their own thing, and like you could either shoot really good, or you being a defender, you being a shooter, you being a combination of both. Big man, he was like a muscle off the bench, real physical, knocked down the midi. Could shoot the 3, but they wouldn't let him.
it. Yeah. Yo, they will never let no big man shoot a 3.
They never let him.
No
He could
big man
knock
can
it
shoot the
down.
3.
I think
But,
once
yeah,
y'all,
it was-
I think once y'all know how Stanball is. Yeah, as long as y'all get through the flex play, like the motion play, in the beginning, y'all was fine. Y'all was fine. Once y'all get through that, the fast break play, y'all go. Then y'all get right into flex. Trust me, I still remember most of the plays.
Nah, me too. They still
Like,
run some of them.
Yeah,
yo, and
son.
shout out the
And-
coaches, yo. That's why I say, yo, it's stuff they did around the game. I feel like that motion shit, because at that time,
You talking about the Raiders?
yeah, the Raiders, and then the flex and all that. I feel like at that time,
Then y'all
we was
had,
such a run and
had,
gun team. We wasn't like great at half court, but when they
We had to be.
when
We
they
was-
implemented that
we
shit,
was small.
it was like, all right, we got something else we could do now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean, it's a different way we could score.
Once y'all get through it, like that's why I liked it. This team in general, like it was like different. Everybody was unique in their own way. Just everybody had their own like built talent, even though nobody was talking about the talent that y'all all had. And it was just different. Cause once y'all got the first couple of first couple of plays out, Stanboli ain't worrying about it. Cause y'all knew y'all was clicked to it. Then it was whatever. Long as y'all did y'all thing. That's why I love this team the most. The experience, the trials and tribulations, the like emotional moments, to embarrassing moments, to like everything. This was a dope team, and I loved every bit of it. I loved every bit of it, like just knowing like now like I can't wait for part 2, son.
Yeah. Part 2 gonna be crazy. We gotta do part 2 of this shit. We gotta do part 2 of this shit. When Mario come home, we gotta do a part 2 with everybody. Everybody gotta show their black asses and white asses up. yeah, man.
We had no Puerto Ricans on the team?
Nah.
Shit.
we had somebody-
A couple people
We
was
had
on the team.
Bosnians, though. We had a couple Bosnians.
No,
not on our team.
Not our team.
Yes, we
Your
did.
team.
On my
yes,
team?
we did.
His team.
Oh yeah,
Y'all
for
team.
next year.
Y'all
yeah.
had Elmer.
Okay, Almir.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Because, like,
yeah,
even
Almir, we
after-
had Veldon.
even
you know
after
what I'm
high
saying?
yeah,
school.
damn.
Like
Yeah, we
some
had
of us
some,
still,
Silva.
some of us still played together.
We got like 10 minutes left on
Yeah,
there.
like even after high school, like some of us
Got like 10 minutes left right there.
still
It's almost over.
play together. Like we played in Oneida League together.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
Steph just played with us for the first time. What was that?
See, but on top of that, though, like,
last year, like
we show up at each other's weddings and
Yeah.
baby
Yeah.
showers, and you know what I'm saying? He DJ'd at my
Yeah.
baby shower. Like, it's just,
Yeah.
that shit is just, that shit is just different, bro.
Yeah,
like,
man.
I don't
Literally a
know, it's
family,
just
man.
different,
Nah,
bro.
it
And
is.
Family. I don't know many other teams that still communicate with each other.
yeah, like, we still talk
Like,
to each other.
Like it ain't a lot of teams where I could think about maybe Josh Wright team where you'd be like, yo, them guys
They still-
around each other.
yeah.
You know, to this day.
Because even if you don't talk to somebody every day, it's like when I meet up with y'all, it's like
Yeah,
it's
like,
like
don't miss
it's
a beat.
just,
all
Nothing
love.
it
changed.
just
Don't miss a
continued
beat.
from
Still
where
got
it left
numbers
off.
the whole nine.
So like that's fire to me.
Yeah. Yo, and since Coach walked in, yo, I want to say shout out to Coach Savage, yo. Shout out to Coach Savage. Shout out to Coach Savage because he part of the reason why we ended up that way. Like, well, we ended up winning the section chip because he helped usher in some of our talents and usher in some of the mentalities. A lot of things I learned from him and also his brother when I was in 5th and 6th grade. I learned a lot from those guys that helped me, Jeff Brown, Mario Whitehurst, all of us kind of come into high school basketball. You know.
Yeah, I ain't getting none of that.
Yeah, me neither.
Unfortunately, these guys, they
JFK,
get
man,
that.
we ain't getting none of that, man.
Yeah, we were lucky. We had
No
UNC.
structure over
Yeah.
there.
None
We had Sam. I was
whatsoever.
at Notre Dame.
Yeah, he
7th
wasn't
grade.
there with Guido.
Nah.
Guido was a good coach too. for
JFK
basketball.
was, oh, you could play? All right, we'll put him on the team. Like,
Terrible.
it was nothing else. It was bad.
We
bro.
had
All
all
the
football
baseball
coaches.
guys. That's
I know.
why.
All our coaches was football players in
Fact.
middle school.
Oh yeah,
Palmisano.
Palmisano.
Yeah,
he was a football
Oliver
coach.
and well, no,
Loftus.
Brazier. I had Brazier
See, I
my
didn't
my
have
freshman
Brazier.
year.
You
I
had
had
Brazier though. Brazier was
I'm
good.
thankful
Yeah, he's a
for
good
Brazier a lot. I ain't gonna lie. I'm definitely thankful for him.
Mm-hmm.
He crazy. He's crazy, but he like I guess he gave me that first introduction to what Proctor's kind of like, cause like a lot of coaches ain't really yell at me like that. He yelled at me a lot, and then when I got the Leo yelled at me all fucking
Oh,
time.
Coach Leo.
Coach, shout out to Coach Leo.
Yeah, it wasn't the day.
That's my boy.
I'm like, Coach, and he's sitting right here, even in the game right now.
Yo, JV year, I used to hate JV year. I like JV year, but it was annoying because I did other things with Leo before I got on JV. I was on the
Yeah,
Junior
he was
Raiders and
different.
all
He was
that.
cool.
So then I got to JV. He would just be yelling at me all the time. I know why, because I knew him for such a long time. But I'd be on the bench and
That's
he
what
yelling at
y'all-
people. I'm
yeah.
not even in the game. Eddie! I'm not even in the game.
Off too. Like, hey, look at me. Somebody will turn it over and he'll look
Yo,
at me.
he
You
was
see?
good
That's
for
why I
that.
keep telling you stop it. I'm like,
The
nigga,
guy make a mistake on the
I'm
court and
literally
he's
over here
explaining
with
to the
you.
bench
Yeah.
what went wrong. It's like we not out here. Like tell them.
but that goes back to culture and teaching and like, you know, it was a culture. It was a lifestyle.
That's
Like
for
Proctor
sure.
basketball was a real lifestyle.
Yeah.
Like that, like you said, that jacket meant something, son. Like my mailman when I used to live on North Side remembered me because of that jacket. So shit like that.
I wish that culture would get back. To end it off, I wish that culture would get back that way, how it was. Like literally, I feel like from 7th grade till I graduated, it was like a whole culture that was like built in us. And then I got to be a senior, and it was like all that stuff built up to why we won the sectionals. 'Cause
it all
we
came together,
It was like a whole
like
culture that was
senior
built
year.
up till we got to the championship, till we got to our senior year, and we won the championship.
And
But
two,
like
it's
all
like-
those years, they were saying like, yo, this team right here is gonna win Section 3, or they're gonna go to states or something. They was saying that the whole time.
And going through, like you said, from 7th grade through senior, like learning everything, becoming friends, becoming a family. Like I feel like thanks to all the coaches, everybody in the community, everybody that supported us, like
Everybody.
groomed
You
us to
coaches,
be everybody. They groomed us to be like successful on the court, but like also in life. Like we're all doing well, everybody's good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, everyone has issues in life, no doubt, but like I feel like Proctor basketball definitely played a huge part in who we are today. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Definitely made us. That's why I said like that. It ain't just things on the court that made us people in the stands and people that watched us growing up. It ain't just basketball that these coaches taught us. They taught us how to be men, really. Like, you know, you come to the game, like you said, it's them guys shirt and ties.
And that started in 7th grade,
Seventh
too.
grade, yeah.
That was
Real
7th all the way
quick,
to
yeah, all the
8th. I
way.
mean, shirt and tie every game day.
Yeah, and they used to always tell us, like, don't be in school doing ridiculous things and you represent the basketball team.
Right,
And
because
the
you're the
city
only
of
one
Utica.
wearing a
City of
shirt and
Utica.
tie on a Tuesday for no reason.
Yeah.
Like, they know,
So they know it's
you're a
you.
basketball
Yeah,
player.
yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. That's the show, man. I'd like to thank my brothers right here for coming through. This is part of the 06 team. We're gonna do part 2 of this.
We got to get the whole squad.
We
man,
have to do
for
part 2 of this. Have to do part 2 where everybody's here. You know, probably like I said, free Mario when Mario gets home in
Super.
January. We probably try to plan and do it then. But like I said, shout out to my guys and shout out to Jeff Brown. Not here today, but I held it down. I think I held it down. And if you went, like I said,
Downtown Jeffrey Brown.
Yeah.
Eddie!
Yeah. But he good. We talked to him a little while ago. Yeah, he good. He just not here. But yeah. Sorry about the sound, the AC, but we working it out. But yeah, it's the Two Brothers Point of View podcast. I'm your man Ed Blackshear. These are my brothers 06 basketball team, Utica, New York. Tap in.
Peace.
Man.
All right. It's a wrap. That's a wrap.
I take this opportunity to say how proud I am of all you guys. I've probably been in contact with Ed and my man here more than anything, and coaches look back at a glance and look at the product that came from them. So no matter what you guys say, all ball players are in a kind of like a draw from all the coaches that you played for. So you guys had an opportunity to walk into this gym one more time and reflect on your season, which was an awesome season. I mean, JFK and Donovan athletes came together to form one team, okay? And that team was that good enough to win a championship, okay? And it's important that you understand a couple of things, okay? No matter the ups, no matter the downs, whoever coached you tried to do the best they can with the talent they had to put the product on the floor that shows the good results. And I believe you guys came through on every phase of that, okay? And so you got a legacy that you can look back on and say, you know, I was a part of that, okay? But remember this, no matter how difficult or no matter how tough the coach that coached you, that coach was a part of that also, no matter what, okay, guys? We're proud of you guys, okay? What you do from this point on still reflects, okay, of the coaching that you learned during that time. I think I might have heard Ed, the things that you learned in basketball, you could add to life, because you never give up. You're gonna have issues. Steph, we talked about this before, especially if you're a point guard. Things fall on your shoulders, and you're gonna have to, okay, be able to persevere and overcome. Make changes. You gotta make it work. Not only for yourself, but for your whole team. And that's what it's all about, guys, okay? For you guys to still be together after all these years says something. You get what I'm saying, guys? Your friendship's not by fault, okay? You were pulled together for a reason, okay? And if you go up there and look on that banner up there, that wall up there, it shows it, okay? That's what it's all about. Not only you could go get your kids and walk around this place here and say, hey, that's Dad. That's what we were able to prove. That's what we were able to complete. You get what I'm saying? But on every picture that you see up there, there's a coach there. Not that the coach looked for any PR or anything, because the coach only there because of you. And coach could not be coached until you guys showed up. You guys made it happen. Made it real easy for him. Okay? So I appreciate you guys, okay? I'm hoping that you guys took the time during the time that you were here, and I know I had to step away, that you stayed positive, okay? There was ups and there was downs in your season, okay? Someone got on your case. Someone even sat your butt down and said, don't get back, you're not getting off that bench, so I'm ready for you to get up. But there's all that stuff for a reason, to develop the character that I see before me right now, okay? And it's important, guys, that you take that and don't hold on to it, you share it. But those of you guys that got families, you're gonna have an opportunity. What you get been downloaded into, you're going to have to download that talent into someone that look like you, that come from you. Okay? So guys, again, I appreciate you guys. Okay? God bless you.
Thank you.
That's all y'all got, right?